In the heart of the Eastern Cape, deep within a village surrounded by rolling hills and dusty paths, lived three sisters, Babalwa, Zinhle, and Bulelwa. Their lives were marked by tragedy from a young age. Their parents had passed under sudden, cruel circumstances, leaving them in the hands of family members who refused to bear the burden of raising them. From their mother's side, they were met with cold indifference. "We did not kill your parents," their relatives would say, as though dismissing any obligation to offer kindness. On their father's side, it was even worse. "The money we have is for our own children," they were told, their innocence crushed under the weight of selfish hearts. Their clothes spoke of their suffering. Their school shirts were torn at the seams, and their shoes barely held together as they walked the dusty roads each morning. Their heads bowed to avoid the cruel laughter of their classmates. They were the village's mockery, children stripped of dignity, wandering through a life of rejection. One neighbor, Manaluntu, seemed to show them hope. She whispered of a better life and led them to a distant charity, where kind helpers embraced them. But betrayal was waiting. Manaluntu vanished with whatever money had been set aside for them, leaving them alone once again in the abyss of desperation. Days passed in hunger, their stomachs aching as the nights stretched endlessly. One gentle soul, Mamkwezi, noticed the growing weakness in their bodies and even in their dog, a creature just as forsaken as its owners. With no means herself, she would leave scraps outside her doorstep, claiming they were for the dog. But hunger made no distinctions. The sisters took the food into their trembling hands and ate every morsel, their fragile hope clinging to the warmth of each bite. Yet, in the deepest pits of suffering, their spirits found salvation. One Sunday morning, they walked into a small village church, their torn clothes stark against the beauty of Xhosa traditional garments worn by the congregation. But they did not feel shame, because in this place they felt something greater. They felt Jesus, and they surrendered their pain to him. Word spread through the church of their story, and one family, a Zulu woman with her husband, filled with compassion and guided by faith, welcomed them into their home. The sisters were given fresh Xhosa attire, the beauty of their culture draping them in dignity once more. They were busy now, engaged in school, learning their traditions, thriving in their new family. The world no longer looked at them as pitiful children, but as young women filled with strength. Their journey was not without scars, but in the end, the forgotten flowers of the village had bloomed, not through wealth nor pity, but through faith, love, and the kindness of those who believed in second chances.